Welcome to our daily countdown on Nigeria Super Fans Forum. My name is Oluwafemi Ashaolu. Of course, 2 weeks to the commencement of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. I know you're excited as we are right here. And Kayode Ogundare joins us again via video. Kayode, once again, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Femi. It's always a pleasure.
I can see it's really getting cold in Qatar.
Really.
I do not envy you right now.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get started, Kayode. Today, of course, we'll be taking a usual trip to Ghana. Right. And of course, we'll be talking about going to Senegal, where the Manchester City striker has been saying that if he's to pick a team that would do well at the World Cup, I do not know. There's confidence in Senegal. He said it is going to be a Senegal. But as usual, Kayode, let's get started in Ghana, where a former player of the Black Stars, right back at John Pace, is saying that he has a confidence that the Black Stars can go all the way to the final of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. But Kayode, looking at the experience, maybe I would say only 2 players maybe have been to the World Cup in the likely final 26-man list that Eduardo is going to release. Of course, the Ayew brothers. And for emphasis, Andre Ayew, one more cap will make him the most capped Ghana player ever. One more cap. While of course Jordan Ayew, he has just 3 more caps will take him to top 5 in the most capped Blaster player. Yeah. So for Andre Ayew, one more cap will make him, which is going to, of course, we are certainly sure that is going to happen. So yeah, so only the 2 Ayew brothers we know are maybe the most experienced in terms of maybe World Cup, being to the World Cup. But of course, John Pace is saying that he's sure that this team, that they have the experience. That is actually where I feel there is something. I quote him. He said, I wish the guys all the best. From the bottom of my heart, the team will reach the final. He said, we have the experience to win now because why? We are experienced now in the FIFA World Cup. Do you agree with this, Kayode?
Well, I don't understand where the experience is coming from. Because if you take it player per player, you just said the only 2 players who you think have been to the World Cup are these players that you mentioned, and I'm not sure they have up to 5 players who have been to previous World Cups, even though some of these players play abroad. But that has always been the case. It's not as if Ghana just started having players who play abroad now. Even John Pace himself played abroad. He played abroad. He played in England. So I don't understand. But you know one thing, like I always tell you, Femi, this World Cup thing is like when they ask 6 blind men to come and touch an elephant and to give their impression. Everybody will touch a different part of the elephant. So whoever touches the tail will tell you that the elephant is as long as a snake. Whoever touches the side of the belly will tell you is as wide as a wall. Whoever touches the tusk will tell you it is as hard as iron. So different people will say different things about the World Cup. But the most important thing is, I mean, in the next 2 weeks, actual hostilities will start. So we'll know who is faking it and who is going to make it. I do not understand where Pencil's optimism is coming from. But like I've always said all through, Femi, I'm not writing Ghana off. Nobody should make the mistake of writing Ghana off. You do that at your peril. If you look at the team, actually, Femi, you ask yourself, where is this guy's confidence coming from? Is it not these players? But like I've learned one thing: do not write the Black Stars off, because it is when you least expect that they will spring a surprise. So if I were their opponents at the World Cup, I will pay double attention to Ghana.
Double attention.
Yeah, double attention. The West Africans are known not to joke. So, like I said, I will expect them to be the second team to Senegal to make exploits, like he said. But he talking about them winning the World Cup, I think that's taking it a stretch too far. I do not see them winning the World Cup. But like I always told you, since the day Ghana won this ticket, I said a good outing for me would be them getting to the quarterfinals of this competition. If they are able to do that, if any African team is able to do that, for me, that team has won the World Cup. That's my target. Get to this quarterfinals. Any other thing you see after that is a bonus that I would gladly take and say thank you very much for doing this.
So you are disagreeing with John Petty on both stands, right?
Yeah, I do not believe they have the kind of quality and the experience that he's talking about. One, then two, I do not see them going all the way to the final. But I think they can surprise, they can ruffle a few feathers. That I am sure of, that they can ruffle a few feathers. And to do that, they need to do one thing for me: win at all costs their first game. Or if you cannot win it, don't lose it. If
That's going to be a tough one.
Don't lose it. That's the most.
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough one against Portugal.
It is, but Portugal, they are beatable. You cannot tell me because they have Ronaldo, they are not beatable. Portugal are beatable, and this Ghana team can spring a surprise. Who says they cannot? It's very possible.
I agree with you because, of course, we saw that Portugal, they had to go through the playoff as well to qualify from
the point.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a trip to Senegal now. Khaled, it's unfortunate that we'll not be seeing Erling Haaland at the World Cup because, of course, Norway failed to qualify. But he's singing the same song with almost everyone about Africa participation at this tournament. Everyone is looking at Senegal, at least Senegal, and Erling Haaland is saying that I think Senegal will really do well. That was in an interview with SuperSport TV. He said they are a strong team and there are so many strong players. I think Senegal will do the best. We do the best out of the African countries. Kayode.
Well, I am beginning, as much as I want to share that optimism, but then I'm beginning to be scared because I don't want us to overhype Senegal. I'm reminded of Colombia. Colombia in 1994, they were so hyped that everybody was practically shaking that once they come, they just come, show up and collect the trophy and go back home. Lo and behold, they got there and they flopped. That was what led to the death of Andres Escobar, shot dead by an angry fan because he scored an own goal. So for me, the way Colombia were hyped that year, I'm drawing parallels with the way we are hyping Senegal now. I wish they do well. I do not want us to talk them out of a good opportunity. Because once you begin to talk, it's not leading anywhere. But hopefully, they, alongside Ghana and the unknown dark horses Cameroon, are the hope of this competition, as far as I'm concerned, for Africa.
Oh, you're eliminating Morocco because remember, Okocha said Senegal and Morocco are the two teams that you likely see might get out of their groups.
Femi, when was the last time a North African team did passably well? They tend to freeze once they get to the big stage. I don't know. So I have a democratic right to disagree with Okocha, which I have exercised. I do not agree with him that Morocco they are going to be a good side. No, I do not agree.
All right, Kayode, thank you for joining us on our daily countdown today.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, so our Ghanaian fans, do you agree with John Pitt said that these Black Stars under Otuado, though with lack of experience, really, but there's so much energy and, of course, enthusiasm by the players to do well at the tournament. Do you think they have the experience to get to the final or even win the tournament, as John Pitt has said? Well, maybe it's just, like how they shared, it's just stating his own side of the elephant that he touched. We do not know what will happen at the tournament. But do you agree with him? Do you agree with John Pitt that the Black Stars can go ahead? I know a lot of people said no. But like how they also said that you cannot write off Ghana. This is where we'll be shutting, of course, today's program on our daily countdown. Join us tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 13 days to the commencement of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. So in a few days' time, we expect that clubs across the world would be perhaps releasing statements to say that, of course, they'll be shutting down activities for the season for now, until the end of the World Cup in Qatar. Until tomorrow, when our daily countdown resumes, I remain Olafemi Ashalu. Bye for now.